Hi everybody, MXLInk Live. Two guests today. I have Larissa Papenmeier from Germany, and Larissa is she races the Women's Motocross World Championship, currently standing in second overall after 2 rounds. And my other guest is Avalon Biddle. Avalon races Superbike. She's raced in Europe for 6 years and won the Women's European Cup 2015 and 2016 within the W Superbike series. Welcome both you guys. Yeah, good to have you.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, we're just going to chat. I want to hear a little bit about what these women are up to in their own fields, and with the circumstances we've got today, how they're managing to deal with the disruption. And yeah, let's have a conversation, I suppose. La, can I put to you first? You've raced in the WMX series for a number of years. Challenges, success, particularly in that latest round at Valkenswaard. But what sort of experiences stand out for you as the most strengthening of character, I suppose, to face any obstacles that you come across? In racing and in life, really.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, riding or racing is not everything in life. There's also life afterwards. So I also still have a normal work, and I'm not making my life out of motocross, or I'm not paying it from that. So yeah. Also, nobody thought that the virus would affect the world so much, and at the moment, I for sure miss riding, but like it's important to stay at home and listen to the government and yeah, not ride. You can do physical training, you can go running or yeah, do some muscle training at home. And yeah, I hope that the world is not affected too much anymore and that it's going to be okay, good again.
Okay, thanks, La. Avalon, it's your career's definitely had some challenges that you've faced, and racing in Europe was a big step out of your comfort zone, from racing in New Zealand. Can you tell us what adjustments did you have to make when you first made that move out? And I think the first base was in Italy, and then you continued. Yeah. What were those challenges like?
Yeah, they were really, really difficult. I guess I had to stop relying on my family so much. My parents had always helped me to go racing, and then I went overseas by myself. So it was such a big thing for me to ask for help from other people, or to just, if you're struggling to sort of just get on with it and not complain to people because there was no one to complain to. So I definitely faced some challenges also in the loneliness, and everything being foreign and unknown. To be honest, I'm really glad that I'm at home at the moment and not stuck in Europe because this is home to me, and we're all on lockdown here. So I guess I'm more in my comfort zone, but obviously miss the adrenaline of racing over there. And as hard as it was definitely always worth it. Like I grew so much from all those experiences, and now I feel like I can enter a difficult situation and sort of just wing my way through it. I guess it just builds your character like that.
And La, I mean, I can't say that you took that challenge of racing the MX2 class last year in China. That that can't have been just winging your way through. It was a pretty well, for a start, you know, like did you make the decision easily? Because you're racing the best 250 guys in the world. How did you come about the decision, and what was that experience actually like as you for a person?
Actually, it was a difficult decision to make because of the money, not because of racing against the fastest man in the world or that stuff. And yeah, it was a lot of money we spent, but it was definitely worth it, and it was a good experience. I actually wasn't nervous at all. Um, I wanted to do good, and I had a goal to finish in the points, but I had no pressure, not like in the WMX or something where you have to do good because you only have 6 races or anything. So yeah, I got good starts and I checked to the side and I was way up in front, but then I got scared and I went off the gas. So actually, yeah, was kind of crazy. I'm actually not going off the gas at the start, but yeah, that was a bit too much for me. And they way much faster. But yeah, there was never a point in the race where I was scared of them or anything. They were really like looking after me and not riding into me or anything. So yeah, I actually just raced my own race, and yeah, my goal was to finish and to not crash, and yeah, that's what I did.
And it would be familiar territory for you, Avalon. You're definitely up there banging bars against the guys.
I can't hear you. Sorry.
Racing, you're currently racing in the New Zealand Superbike Series. I know you love it.
I can't hear you, Sharon.
Can you? Hang on, I'll take myself off. Avalon, what is the adrenaline peak, I suppose, when you are racing against the guys?
Okay, she just asked me a question there.
Okay.
Yeah, I do with the boys, but I am really fortunate that road racing or circuit racing that I do is so much more a mental game than a physical game. Like Larissa and those, because it's so physical and you have to be so aggressive. Whereas what I do is definitely a bit. So I guess when you beat the boys, it feels really good. It is really the first corner, the height of adrenaline for me now, because I'm like, once I get through the first corner, I can actually have my race. But to get through it is like pretty nerve-wracking. So yeah, I'm definitely got a lot of a start line, and I do miss that feeling at the moment, that's for sure.
Okay. La, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you again.
Oh, cool. Okay. So I'm just going to bring in a clip. This was the second round of WMX in Valkenswaard, and got to say, Larissa, the start was pretty awesome.
Flying start for the Yamaha of Larissa Papenmeier. Papenmeier won the race.
And top step of the podium. Yeah, congrats.
It was a fourth Grand Prix victory for Larissa Papenmeier. Fontanesi second overall, third.
Now, can you tell us that weekend was pretty special, winning the GP, and it's only 5 weeks ago. Yeah. How did that weekend feel? Just a hitch with the audio. Ev, can you still hear me? No. Ev, can you still hear me? I'm just going to refresh, guys. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, Sharon.
Are we back? La, can you hear me? Ev, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah. Larissa, can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear. I'll take me off.
Can you hear me, Lo? I can't hear you. That's so weird. You're talking to no one.
Hang on. I'll try refreshing again. Okay. La, can you speak? Ev, can you try speaking to her?
Can you hear me, Lo?
Take me off. I'll take me off.
Okay, can you hear me now? Oh, but I still can't hear you. But do you think the audience can hear her?
Not really. Because if I can't hear her. I'll take her off. And Ev, can you just hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And then I'll add Larissa. La, can you hear me now? But I can't hear you.
Maybe she needs to refresh. I wonder
Yeah.
if
Ev, have you got? Oh no, hang on. I'll refresh. La, can you hear me? Yeah, I can't hear you. I'll just send her a text. Okay, I just asked her to refresh the page. Now, Ev, I'll just bring in. This was New Zealand Superbike Ground, and we're at Hampton Downs. Let's have a look.
I do just love racing, I really do.
And I don't know how you do that speed. Okay. What? Oh, now we've got La. All good? Ah, no. Okay. Ev, can you tell us? That the racing, the speed. It's not. As you say, you don't feel it as physical, but you feel it as mentally. It's a tough game. What sort of preparation do you do on the mental side to because you don't actually get a lot of bike time in between your races?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess probably the biggest thing is like positive all the time, because I'm not a very organized person. I need to like have a checklist of everything to go racing, because just turning up, having that mid to perform at your, so that's all over time. But I think just believing in yourself and having that attitude that you can do it. Like, I've ridden motorbikes forever now. I did motocross since I was 6 years old, and then road race since I was 6. Spent racing bikes, so I guess the skill side of it, like I'm pretty set. Obviously, still always working on things and trying to get better, but a lot of it is just being positive and believing in myself that are there when you're out on track, and that comes from having like a fresh mindset and not getting wound up in the small things. So yeah, that's a huge part of it, but obviously doing and like pushing yourself while you're training as well is really important. So running, I'm a terrible runner. I find it really painful and an awful experience. So I'm like, if I can push myself through a 7 or 8K run, then I can definitely get motorbike right away.
And it's good to hear, because this is kind of like a personal perspective on how you feel about approaching racing, which is not really visible to the viewer or whoever's watching. This is a process that you go through in your head, but you don't necessarily share it with anybody.
Yeah, I was really interested to hear that La has a normal job as well, because I imagine a lot of the girls in WMX would be just racing.
Yeah, I think Larissa, yours is you have a big juggle, and you also started your a new team. You brought in another rider. We can't hear you, La. Can you? I still can't. Yeah, I still can't hear you. You can hear You can hear me. I can put in text over the phone when I edit it. So, but I mean, it's nice just to see you in person as well.
Yeah.
For the remaining of the year, the uncertainty. For La, I'll just send this, and we can add this on the phone through text. But I'd like to know, like, how are you adjusting to that uncertainty on when we'll start up again? Do you take it as part of the course of racing? Because sometimes racing doesn't go to plan either. Ev, can we hear from you? What sort of thoughts? We don't know when the next rounds, if the rounds will be in here at all. Yeah. Ev, can you
yeah, like for myself personally, I do feel a bit of the New Zealand Superbike Championship remaining, but despite winning the class last year, I'm like nowhere in the points at the moment. I think I'm about 12th with far too many crashes and injuries. So yeah, for me, not knowing about the last 2 rounds isn't I just want to go riding again, but that's a bit selfish when the rest of the world are struggling some major health problems. So yeah, it's a bit easier for me, someone like Larissa, or who's fighting for a championship. I can imagine that so 100% on top of their physical and mental game. A couple of weeks they could say, yeah, we're racing again. Or it could be months and months and months until it happens. Definitely missing the racing, but I think, like Lara said, it's important to have other things in life, and work keeps us busy and things like that we can still do while we wait.
And La, you are standing second overall in the championship points, and if Europe does recover and we do see the remaining rounds, maybe June, July, that's the question, and I'll just put it in text. How do you feel mentally on being able to basically kickstart training and heading to the next round? But you can just type that in and I can add it into the edited film. Well, I'm sorry, girls, that the audio failed for Larissa. Yeah, it's I still think the platform is really cool because I can touch and communicate with riders and racers all around the world. So for me, it's awesome. Yeah, some hitches, of course, but I'm also bringing together women from different disciplines in motorsport.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and I think that it's new and there are positives, and I'm getting positive feedback from doing it. So hopefully people enjoy it as well. Yeah. Every
no. It's been and yeah, thanks for what you're doing. Like you said, bringing different disciplines all together.
Yeah. Okay, and we try again next time. Yeah, maybe everyone will be back racing. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks guys.
Thanks. Bye.